Welcome back. Today we are going to learn another new topic in SketchUp, that is how we import the AutoCAD files into the SketchUp software. Okay, so there are certain rules that we generally follow. The first rule that we have to understand is the AutoCAD file for version and the SketchUp version should be equal to or greater than. How it is equal to or greater than? Let's say for an example, I'm using SketchUp as 2021 and AutoCAD as 2021, then it's perfectly fine. There is no issue in that. Your files will be imported. But in case if your AutoCAD version is 2022 and your SketchUp is 2021, then you have to lower your AutoCAD file before inserting into the SketchUp software. This is the first rule that you have to remember. Your AutoCAD file should be always equal to or lesser than your SketchUp files. This is the simple logic you have to remember. Okay. The second thing that you have to remember is you have to remove unnecessary things from your drawing. This is the first thumb rule that we have to understand. What do you mean by unnecessary objects or something in a drawing? Is it can be layers, it can be hatches, it can be presentation, it can be anything. You should have only your floor plan, your drawing elements. That's it. You cannot have all the layer properties, all the annotation properties into it. This will increase the file size and sometimes it may not allow you to place the file rightly in the SketchUp. Okay, it will hang sometimes. Now what you have to do apart from doing all these things is you have to also make sure all your drawing, once it is cleaned up, you should make it to the zero layer in AutoCAD, okay, before inserting. So let me show you the process. So first of all, I'm going to select everything. Okay, so I'll select a quick method to select it. Okay, just delete it unnecessarily, whatever you have. I remove the dimensions, I'll remove the properties, I'll remove the hatches if there is hatches into it. Okay, now as I have removed it, simply what am I going to do is select everything, okay, and come back, and here you have to select the zero layer. So again give Control A and apply the zero layer. For some reason if it is not applying somewhere, then you have to make sure you go select it and explode it, because sometimes the block will not apply the process. So you have to select it and explode, then you again apply the zero layer. Make sure everything is in the zero layer. Can you see here it is not in the zero layer? So just zoom in and check at every location. You can give Control A to select every object. Okay, let me show you the process. Give 1 second, let me just explode it. Now just give Control A, so everything selects. Control plus A, 0. Okay, then come here by layer. So this is how it should be, and whatever other things that you have here, remove them. Okay, so I don't have anything else, so here also whatever, Control A and check it. Now when you give Z, enter, E, enter, you know the drawing should be exactly on the screen center. That is how you have to clean up the entire process. Maybe it could be another 5 minutes, it is a time taking process, but if you follow this method na, then it becomes easier for you. Even these are blocked, so I'm going to give Control A once again and 0. So that's how you have to check everything. Okay, now you can give Control S. Okay, give Control S and come back to your SketchUp software. So I'm here. So what is the first rule that I have to follow is make sure here the unit settings is also as per your model space, because always the model space unit settings in AutoCAD, okay, you and enter if I give, it is in architecture inches. Okay, the same inches will be applied to your SketchUp also. If you want to work with the metric, then you have to change the unit settings to your metric in your SketchUp. Okay, but anyways I have selected inches only, so in SketchUp template, so there is no problem in that. So what is the process? You have to do it right now. Go to the file option and then you have to select the import. Okay, so here you have file on the top left and come back and select the option import here and click on your file. Right now I'm just importing my floor plan only, no room plan only. Okay, so later we'll learn more options, and sometimes it happens that you won't be able to see your CAD files though it is there in the folder. So for that what you have to do is on the right side here, you by default what happens is SketchUp escape option will be selected. So can you see here different types of file formats are there. So you just have to select AutoCAD files. By default it will be SketchUp files, so you have to select AutoCAD.dwg. okay, then you will be able to see your file. For an example, if I select the first one, you see I have the SketchUp file but I don't see anything else. So this is how it's going to be visible. So now I'll come back and select my AutoCAD file option and I see it, and click on the option. Sometimes you have to see whether the things are correct or not. So if you want to put it at the origin point, you can activate this, or else you can deactivate. But I suggest you it's not required. And make sure here you have model units, so whatever it is there in the AutoCAD, the same thing will be reflected in the SketchUp as well. Okay, click on OK and click on import option. So now it will take some time because it is a small room plan, so it doesn't take much time. But if it is a bigger house floor plan, residential or commercial, then it may take some time and you do not click somewhere else in the screen. Okay, so now let me just come back and select this. You see automatically exactly at the origin point my drawing is here. Okay, this happens only when you clean up your AutoCAD file. If you don't do that, if you try to import everything, okay, then your file can be anywhere on the screen and this space is not limited. Okay, so it can go to any infinite location and we will take a long time to identify the position, get back to the origin point. So you have to be very precise in how you're working with the floor plan. So that is the reason I have given you the step-by-step guidelines. Now here you have, once it is placed, the second step what you have to do is select it. Okay, select it and see this is what the entire space of your plan. So this has been taken with respect to the origin point. It is right now a block like object and you have to lock it because I don't want to lose the position from here. Sometimes if you just make a small move, it can just go away from its origin point. So I would like to lock it. So give right click and select this option. Okay, now it is unlocked, and again I'm gonna lock it. Okay, it will be in green highlighted if, sorry, red highlighted if it is locked. Now what I want you to do is just verify, cross check if the units are correct. Okay, so I'll come back here and I'll give DLI enter to see what is the depth. It is 30 inches. Okay, I'll come back here and I'll do the same thing whether the dimensions are matching or not. Sometimes what happens is when you import the file, the dimensions do not match. 2 feet 6 inches is nothing but 30 inches. So that means the room plan is also scaled here. So CAD file is scaled as per your AutoCAD only. So there is nothing to worry. You can directly start with the modeling part. So this is just a part one of how exactly you insert it. There are different steps that we have to still follow to start with the modeling part, which we'll do it in the next session. Hope this will be useful and please do subscribe to our channel as well. Thank you.